Yeah, we're the pirates of the Hebrides, are running round your shores. From the southern isles to the Fatcatteddy, where I was out for more. We're looking out for winkles that you've stashed in the bay. We're the pirates of the Hebrides, that's all that I can say. Well, we're saving all the petrol that you left in your tank. You can tell we're burning to striking yourself a friggin' waft. You won't believe in anything of all you're lying about. We're the pirates of the Hebrides, you'll never catch us say. Oh, we're the pirates of the Hebrides, we're running round your shore. From the southern isles to the Fatcatteddy, where I was out for more. We're looking out for winkles that you stashed in the bay. We're the pirates of the Hebrides, that's all that I can say. Have you ever lost your salmon net and wondered where it went? Oh, we got 27 down in the hole, but haven't sold them yet. We stoked all the fish that you lost away the net. A backhander for the boys on the cruise, so stick away the pirates of the Hebrides are running out your shore. From the southern isles to the Fatcatteddy, where I was out for more. We're looking out for winkles that you stashed in the bay. We're the pirates of the Hebrides, that's all that I can see. We'll put all up all your cruise, but only when it's dark. We'll flog it all around here for a little bit of cash. Don't be telling anyone when you go on the lash. We're the pirates of the Hebrides and we don't give a dash. Oh, we're the pirates of the Hebrides, we're running round your shore. From the southern isles to the Fatcatteddy, where I was out for more. We're looking out for winkles that you've stashed in the bay. We're the pirates of the Hebrides, that's all that I can say. I better not say anymore, I think I've said enough. Can't tell you how many times we've nearly hit the rocks. We've even raided Bochans and eaten Granny's stuff. Oh, we're the pirates of the Hebrides, and we don't give a flying duck. Pirates of the Hebrides are running round your shore. From the southern isles to the Fatcatteddy, where I was out for more. We're looking out for winkles that you stashed in the bay. We're the pirates of the Hebrides, that's all that I can. Oh, we're the pirates of the Hebrides are running round your shore. From the southern isles to the Fatcatteddy, where I was out for more. We're looking out for winkles that you stashed in the bay. We're the pirates of the Hebrides, that's all that I can say.
Pirates of the Hebrides by Pete and Diesel off the album Light My Buyer. That Venom announcement, I tell you, announcement into announcement, true combo, you can't help but love it. Still, Venom's coming soon. We only got, what, 5 more days at this point? 5, 6 more days? Sure to be good. Always a big fan of Venom. Always a privilege and a pleasure to see Venom popping up in the fighting game. Gonna be moving along here in just a second. Got a couple gamers. Oh, there we go. Coming into the room now. Let's rock.
Get up to rock, get up to burn, stand with the pride and burn for your desire. One day I noticed that my life.
Alright, we got 2 gamers at the podium. Rain, able to grace us with her presence this week. HoboNinja standing opposite.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
It's gonna be a fun match. We're gonna see some slugging going on. Both these characters have big health.
John versus Fatcatteddy.
Not muted, just letting the intro play out. Don't worry. Rain starting off with a big Wild Assault confirm. Not a lot of damage, but positive on the table. Patience. Rain is an excellent player. Always knows how to be patient. The HoboNinja is daring, bold, and brash. Ooh, good check. Nice backdash on the guard. You gotta backdash it. You gotta do something up front. With no meter to cancel it, HoboNinja has no recourse. But with meter now, can possibly make a turnaround happen. Alright, we might be seeing it. Ooh, what a whip punish. Not quite able to close it out. Like I said, we got high health. That was a round. That took a little while, didn't it? They're looking to shoot the works with a repeat of the first round. Not happening. HoboNinja checking the toes and standing up. Not getting mixed so easily. Goes through the wall with a bit more life than expected. Ooh, okay. There's the burst. HoboNinja jumps into the air, but that card explosion is big. Just to get the guard crush, even after the jump. No need to spend the meter. Close it out with the bottle. We're popping bottles here. Up one. Third announcement? Oh, a third. And if the third announcement is you can play Venom right now, that would be sick. Not sure if that's going to be the case, but we'll have to see. I know Venom did get pushed back, so it's possible we might be seeing a third announcement if you can play him right now. By the way, how's the volume? I've been tweaking things over the past couple days, so if I'm hollering in your ear, just let me know. Ninja not looking to get with punish this time. Early burst. Backdash. It's about backdash's function and strides. There's no need to fear backdash and instant potential buster. Look at the range Johnny has. And the speed, too. Canceling through the armor. Just two quick attacks. Bring up a round already. The round start pot buster. Ooh! Okay. Things could happen. Big counter hit. The turnaround. Oh, it doesn't quite get the confirm. I do like that HoboNinja didn't try to get greedy. Didn't go for the pot buster there. Went for a 2S to try and catch a backdash. They're rushing over the slide head. A little too fast to react to. The armor didn't proc in time for hammer fall there. It's gonna get the counter hit for Rain. 2 on the board. You know what, I just came from Bone's stream earlier, and he was saying that you gotta play some video games besides fighting games, and I've been playing Neo Turf Masters. I've been golfing. I've been going through 18 holes in the meantime. Just had a nice score the other day in the Japan tournament. HoboNinja with the early gold burst. I respect that. Green has been keen to poke. Oh, doesn't quite get the proper punish after baiting the burst. HoboNinja try to go for the tick throw. Gotta be careful. HoboNinja's been punished more than once for trying to whip those buttons in neutral. Temkin has long arms, but Johnny, a very good whip punish game. Big resource advantage. We are only in round 1. Okay, I was about to say HoboNinja will get their burst back, but Hop suspended. Could be a crucial decision. Ninja. Trying to keep it a little more compact. No big 5H's, using far slash. Trading the range for slightly better recovery. And ooh, good check. HoboNinja is very good with 5P checks. Not just what you've seen this evening. Very good at dealing with characters like Anji as well. If we see Stinky Steve be HoboNinja later on this evening, keep that in mind. Picture perfect confirmed to the card from Rain. Resources and life about even, but that will change with the positive deck for Rain. Not a bad decision to quite able to confirm HoboNinja at 6P. That meter HoboNinja had not go anywhere. Draw, bands. Yeah, you got a challenge after the card toss. Very good awareness from HoboNinja. Back Mega Fist. Playing Slimy. Ooh. Remember, even though I've been talking about Potemkin's long limbs being slow, easy to whip punish, they're great anti-airs. If you try to IAD in on Potemkin, you will get tagged by his Far Slash, you will get tagged by his 5H as well. Rain's shooting the J. J status shot. HoboNinja working about a third of their life bar. That's the burst. Aegis Reflector. Gets the punt with the card toss super. The overhead confirmed closes it out. Rain 3-0. Moving on to round 2. Alright. Alright. We are seeing... What are you seeing here? Okay, looks like one of our round 2 matches is ready. Here's someone's excited. Let's see what happened. Left the room. Okay. Rain's moving on to round 2 for sure. He's moved on to round 2. You watched it happen here, folks. We're gonna get Teddy and HeadChef on stream next. Let's see, excuse me one moment. I try to talk a good game about being good about setting up all the details, the admin stuff, but it's one thing slipped my mind here. It's been resolved. We're gonna get them on stream in just a second. No doubt someone heard me. Alright, Teddy's in the room. HeadChef will be joining them shortly. So I'll tell you what, I saw HeadChef talking the other day. And HeadChef was saying that GC Yoshi is a fraud. Cannot deal with the fact that 6H is Bedman's best round start. GC Yoshi did not believe it when it happened, and just proceeded to call everybody a bunch of frauds, colluders, and then left the room. The Bedman Discord had a good evening that after that happened. Okay, we've got excuse me, what you talking about? Lever? You playing on lever, Teddy? I thought you were, weren't you a leverless player? Got a new controller this evening? Ah, I just bought a leverless. Oh, you've been practicing. I see. Alright, HeadChef has entered the building. tell you, a leverless is going to be real nice for traveling. I've, porting my stick around, especially after regulations for going on planes have gotten smaller, you know, it's a little harder to pack for my things. Good bait. Chef working with more resources. He now sees himself over 15 meter. HeadChef will have to watch for getting too greedy with the needles. Ooh, what a whip punish. Not quite able to confirm, though, because of Bedman's odd range. Ooh, the big counter hit. The bomb hit? And you know what? Great call from HeadChef, recognizing they did not have the space. Get the break, just tag Teddy as he tries to jump away. Like what Teddy's doing there, using the minus frames, not punishable by Bedman, unless IB's in the equation, to backdash and whiff punish an attempt to fight back against Untitled. Been rewarded with a nice little wall break, positive bonus. Playing the keep out game, great job from HeadChef. Catches the startup of the White Wild Assault, that's gonna be big. HeadChef, significantly less meter going into this next round now. Not able to burst immediately, has the Wild Assault on deck. The 2P confirmed? Who goes under? Thought for sure the top of Bedman's head would get clipped. Interesting, didn't get picked up by the card. First thing there, nice jump into the air, watching out for the card toss super. Chef on their last legs. I tell you, Bedman's been low profiling a lot of stuff that I thought would be working. Like the 2P delay, trying to bait out a YRC. Chef red throw though. Teddy up 1. Listen, if we're talking about Teddy cheating, you gotta remember, this guy's got a character that's throwing around cards, so you gotta watch out for the second deal. You gotta watch out for the, from the bottom of the deck. Marking the cards. I've been meaning to learn how to cheat in cards at some point. Not for nefarious reasons, I don't play cards enough for that, but just for the sake of learning a new skill. Ooh, what a whip punish. Poking. Getting much more than space. Needs what they can get now. This is a dangerous situation to be in. Hey, if you see HeadChef just looping that JS, I want you to put exclamation point JS in the chat there. Hey, using the card to hit the corner. Eddie is using a whole lot of stuff that is just getting low profile. Wow, catches the backdash. That's gonna be big. Eddie forced a burst. And caught with the cross up. What a confirm. Backdash at the 5K. What a call out. You know, Bedman does leave themselves vulnerable during that hover animation. Eats the throw. Juggled like a beach ball. HeadChef has a slight edge until this positive kicks in. Teddy gets meter. A little chip. You know, take what you can get. Resources again about even, heading into 3. Now it's significantly in HeadChef's favor. 2H picks up from that range? Jeez. Backdash. Stops the 3-point shot. It's not gonna punish, is it? No, not quite. Reversal outside of Johnny's range. Costing HeadChef dearly now. Watch out for the run-up throw attempt. What a block! Oh, that's sick! The old Exard tech. Using Kara Task B to close in. Tiger Knee Task B to close in. Excuse me. And then the Task C. Just like old times. I was playing a bit of Stein the other day because the PO for my monthly mistakenly put Sign as the version of Exard that was going to be run for the retro game. We're not talking about Exard right now. We're talking about Stride. Surely Teddy will be bursting. Get the install. Through the wall. Teddy maybe regretting holding on to burst. Regarding holding on to that meter, clashing with the projectile successfully. Run up scoop after the YRC, you'll love to see it. Ooh, the cancel, good call out for a defensive option. Managed to work. The bluff. Oh, gets scooped. Feint into the dash. Remember, JH is 6 overheads in a row. You gotta hold that move. Ooh, very active. Caught that backdash. Nice, nice. The replay on deck. Fortunate reversal. Fortunately red, rather. Eddie with a big bunch of tricks to work with. We could see a confirm in the Wild Assault. Or to maintain pressure. And Senga after Incendio, like it's an old execs reversal. Not quite in range of that White Wild Assault, and we're seeing the dancing happen. No more dancing, we're back in the corner. As the meter convert this into the kill. Drop! Oh, unable to capitalize on that. With a perfect? Didn't get hit? Damn. Didn't someone do a wake up close slash the other day? Yeah, it was Stinky Steve, that's who did it. A wake up close slash. Absolute maniac. Okay, we're heading into match 4. It did work, Steve, and I hate it. Can't believe you did that. Listen, I'm not going to talk about what happened to PNS the other day. Something vile happened on Wake Up the other day. I'm going to focus on commentating. HeadChef in problems in the corner here. Half their health left. Scoop gets backdashed. Heady with the meter. Gonna shoot the J. That's the meter to close it out after that positive. Teddy on set point. Teddy, I have no idea what you were trying to do there. Okay, Teddy is dust crazy right now. Pulling the street sweeper, they're hitting the dust. Critical burst. Hitting the install. Tagged. Listen, if we're talking about awful dust combos, you wait till burst comes through. Wild Assault to get a quick confirm. We'll be picking up this match. And this set 3-1. Teddy will be moving along. Glad you could come through, HeadChef. It's been a minute since we've seen you. We'll just waiting on loser's side for a little bit here. I'm just breaking like this. Alright, we're gonna see Rain and C Drive come through. I believe Rain's already in the room. Rain is already in the room. Be seeing when they pick a side. Probably ping C Drive. Alright, C Drive's. While I was doing that, C Drive's claimed player side 1. We'll be hearing Deadman theme. Place your bets, everybody. I know C Drive's quite a fan of that. Yeah, there we go.
That they cannot change society.
No intro. Ooh, we're in the red jacket era of Lupin. Drive back to the wall already. These stages feel so small. Oh, a JS in neutral. Perhaps that was a drone not properly launched. Now it's Rain in the corner, is getting bonked. Not one that's hit successfully. Until then. The drive belligerent would undersell how that last 10-20 seconds went. We're seeing a little more neutral. This is what Rain wants to do. And keep it a mid-range battle, but Gold Lewis has to commit to these big swinging rolls. And specials. Best to find a space where drone and minigun won't really come into play, though. On the table. The drive goes over. And all kinds of dancing happening in this match. You'd love to see it. D-Drive getting whittled down. Rain, I was gonna say working on a perfect, gets clipped by a JD, and that's definitely not a move you want to get clipped by. Just a little bit here. Rain playing very patiently at 5k. Not trying too hard to contest JD. Easily out of range of the drone. Did that hit? Can't believe that card hit. I'm still in shock. Ooh, a little drop. And with a big chunk of meter to work with. The card pop will prevent any kind of super wall break. Like Wild Assault. Don't always expect it. Drone. Oh, it stays in the corner, remember. Level 1. Super from C Drive. Good hard knockdown, but Rain so much meter. I was expecting something sneaky. Bear down. In rain. Has burst. Gonna get chipped and chipped. A little far slash to close it out. Stop the big man from getting in. Rain up 1. I'm gonna take a big sippy here, don't mind this. Good sippy. I've had my 5 mugs of tea this throughout the day. I'm good to go this evening. A little air combat to start things off with. Me stopping JD from happening. Just the run up with Gold Lewis, the big fella. It's to go over the card. That's Johnny's game plan, to kind of maneuver you into the card after it's been set up. Kind of imperative for you to use FD, IB, mess with Johnny's block strings so the card pop doesn't you in a disadvantageous position. Peek into the card. Gone now because of the trade. Rain clips the shins. That round. Run up 2K. Not quite seen that. Good deflect. Able to get a punish though. Rain. Finding themselves getting a run up on a little more than I'd expect. C-Drive is getting a lot of positional advantage by just running forward. I think that's a sign of Rain playing a little too defensive against this matchup. He close out with the Axe Churn minigun. And I said churn, and I know it's not like a motion, but you can understand the idea of like a minigun churning. Full pull, let's call it. These are both characters that need their positional advantage. The FD against these BTs is helping Rain out quite a bit as well. I think he's getting smothered by these JDs, though. I'm letting C-Drive run up this time. I'm trying to pop the card, just trying to use neutral. Pools. Like I said earlier, repositioning into the card. Oh, this? I tucked it away for later. Not a full pull. Oh, there it is. A laser. Trying to go for a cross-up C-Drive. I respect it. Don't quite have the health. Has resources to work with. Must have caught the landing recovery with that JS. 5S, excuse me. Or slash. It's been a minute. I don't know what I'm talking about. Clearly, I'm also just holding the trigger down and hoping the right things come out of my mouth. C-Drive undeterred. Gold Lewis again. C-Drive in the past has been a Bedman player. I always secretly hope against hope that Bedman will once again grace our presence.
Mankind knew that.
It will not happen. Not in this match, at least. Give a little 2P. Check Rain at the start. The card's in a good spot for Rain. C-Drive unable to jump out or approach by the ground. Hemmed in with normals now. C-Drive wants the drone. It's a great little position for Rain to be at, maybe 2-3 character lengths away. Try and avoid the drone. Oh, big JD. And I mentioned Rain playing quite passive. Teams. And again, JD is very difficult to hit out of the air if you're not looking for it. Nice, nice. Great empty jump to bait a defensive option. Closes things out with the OTG BT. C-Drive taking charge of this round. 2. Rain using backdash as well, and with Gold Lewis' offense is fundamentally flawed. Nice bluff, even with the card on the table, opts not to use it. Overhead into meter. Follow up from the misfiner. C-Drive, closing in. Catches the backdash with a delayed BT. This could be huge. Overhead has the meter to turn that into a confirm. C-Drive with a bunch of meter. Rain does not want to let the laser come down, playing a bit more active. Both players just dumping their burst gauge. Whip there, on the back! OTG, nicely done, C-Drive. Staying alive, 1-2. And undeterred. Still has the lead in this set. It's going through her head.
Mankind knew.
Play quite differently than previous couple rounds. A little more aggressive there towards the end to deal with the laser. Plenty of times staring each other lovingly in the eyes at this range. Love lost with these counter hits, though. What happens when two disjoints connect like that? Absolutely nothing. Empty IAD into a jump. With throw, excuse me. You guys gotta make something happen here. At this point, do you just try to last as long as possible to build back first? Drone has been deployed. Crossed up, 6P. Did not manage to connect. We'll lose to 6P is a little unusual, remember. Card on the table, gets the confirm. Wonder if that JS was love, or was that an opportunity to beta burst? Scoop. Just go for it. I'll respect it. Bold option there. C-Drive now with more burst. Resources in their favor. Position definitely for Rain. Oh, catches the burst with the RC. Low meter for the big hard knockdown. C-Drive working with half a bar. Rain is caught up. The big BT from downtown. Getting offense started. Manages to retain the drone with that knockdown from BT. But scoop! It's gonna be Rain, 3-1. Rain's moving on to winners finals to play Fatcatteddy, but first we're heading down to the southern side of the bracket. HoboNinja versus Emo Scooby-Doo. I will ping them at this moment. Emo Scooby-Doo's already pulled up. Oh my god, I gotta shoot this guy. Hang on a minute. I gotta shoot that guy. Thank you for your patience. Let's set a bot to shoot. Alright. Alright, we're into the thick of it now. We heard a big counter hit. The Scooby-Doo playing aggressively, as you expect Eno to. Ninja First, there's the 5P. Remember, we talked about this. HoboNinja loves the 5P. Check! Oh my gosh, I thought that was going to be a potbuster. No, it's going to be something even worse. Even if things turn around here, Butterfly's absolutely not a gun. Woo! I respect the JD there. It's very disjointed, not quite in range. Maybe expecting a forward chemical love. Ooh, clip by the overhead and the super HoboNinja. It's down around. But with the life discrepancy between these two characters, only needs one interaction like that for things to change up. Able to get the heat tackle confirm. No Scooby-Doo, we've taken big fella through the wall. Trust me, if you've never met HoboNinja before, I assure you, he is a big fella. Very tall, one of the tallest human beings I've ever encountered. Under mirror pressure, manages to wait it out. Turnabout's fair play. You scoop me, I'll scoop you. Oh, I really like that. That was an amazing use of the note. Trying to bait out Flick so that they can counter it. I'm gonna Scooby-Doo up one. In a hurry. Put my lip or something. No? For what it's worth, Potemkin's 2P cannot be gone under with low-profile moves like Stroke. Because the armor wasn't quite active on Flick there. Flick doesn't have armor, does it? I'm getting mixed up. I don't commentate enough Potemkin matches. This is Emo Scooby-Doo smothering HoboNinja now. Just goes low under that 6H. If it does, it shouldn't. If I accidentally will something into existence that we see this weekend, I apologize preemptively. HoboNinja just over 50% of their life left. No Scooby-Doo playing quite clean. Be patient. Not these punishes. Working on a perfect. Great confirmed. With that RC, great recognition that armor is coming. Listen, what I want to will into existence is a way for Venom to turn his billiard balls into the baseball projectiles that the baseball girl has in Asuka 120%. If you don't know how those work, when she hits you with a projectile, it bounces off of the other person, and then you can hit them back while after they've bounced off. So you can put someone in just wild up-close pressure with projectiles. It's really funny. Gotta give that game a shot sometime. First, we gotta get through this tournament, and to get through this tournament, we gotta get through this match. Emo Scooby-Doo started off strong, already wrangling a burst out, finding some great whip punishes. Oh, the big 6H. They wrangled that burst out, no chance for HoboNinja to fight out of it. If you haven't seen Guile Wimquote's video on Asuka 120%, I highly recommend it. That game looks real fun. The big closeout with super. An impressive perfect. An on-set point. You know Scooby-Doo. Confirmed from the MLA. They're in a corner early. Scooby-Doo is doing such a good job of whip punishing this evening. Hasn't been tagged once. Goes low. HoboNinja with burst. Manages to find an opportunity. Getting their way in. Flipped with that overhead. Finds a throw. HoboNinja in a great position. Unfortunately, the grab doesn't find home. There's another one. HoboNinja with the BRC forward. Okay, Emo Scooby-Doo has meter. How will things interact? Again! Trying to slide under the flick. Oh, goes over the slide head as it tumbles down. No perfect this time, and Emo Scooby-Doo is closing things out. 3-0. He'll be returning to the room momentarily, just... That is a positively wretched image, C Drive. You know what? Screw it. Hang on a sec. Give me a sec. I'm working this. New 6P buffs. That's what you call it, you vile human. I'm putting this thing on screen. Hang on a minute. We got a image. Create new. While we're waiting. This is absolutely vile. Do you see what I'm seeing here? Look at what this man put in the Discord. Absolutely disgusting. Hey, we're back. Let me get this eyesore out of the way. Excuse me a moment, please. Get out of here. No, I don't want to get rid of that. Please, God, let me get rid of this. There we go. Okay. Okay, now that that distraction's out of the way. We're gonna have C Drive and Sneaky Steve coming up next. What the hell? Excuse me, I didn't call any. I just called a match. Damn, y'all are fast.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Dulcet tones of a randomly chosen song makes me understand that Stinky Steve is on player one side. Like Cody in the night. Going for an early fan toss. Stinky Steve wants them plus frames, wants to establish. Oh, I like that burst, trying to keep it corner. Scratched from behind by the BT. C Drive as the corner. Steve. Situation looks dire. Whoop. Just a little chip out. Going for Fujin. Not a lot. Oh, no 6P, no Ko. It's backdashing that 2S. Not very active. Close enough to get the dust, but has the corner now. Great backdash. Drive looking in control. Steve has a bunch of meter to work with. I like what we saw there. Managed to detect the throw, understanding a lot of meter. Works out into a big potential to use counter super. Just a little RC forward into the JD though. It's C Drives. Match to take. And Steve, you gotta win this match. If you don't win this match, there's no way for you to face Emo Scooby-Doo again, and it's mandated. It has to happen once a bracket. It's the danger of a totally random shuffled playlist. You're taking the resets. Ooh, from downtown. Nice use of the fist joint on far slash. Keep finding the shimmy. Getting the quick 2S. This will come out in time, yes. Okay, there we go. Sometimes that super's a little slow to come out and cost you wall breaks. A quick little finish there with the fusion. Not a chip out. Drive was probably hit by something. Low being driven back. Stinky Steve. Let's check with the 5P. Unji has great lights. 5P is an excellent little button. 2P is also an excellent little button. I like the run-up check with the run-up 2P. Big Steppy works against Far Slash, duly noted. What a punish! That's excellent. Great recognition. Ooh, nice combo. Steve! Great recognition of the meter situation, too. My man. And the scoop. Doesn't quite get confirmed from the dust. Listen, I know I'm not supposed to be biased, but I'm pretty excited watching Steve play an excellent little round with Anji. You know what, I respect it, even though it's not maybe the most sound choice. For a JD or something there. Is that a 6P? D-Drive looking to bargain bin Mega Fist their way through. Gets hit by the overhead. Steve evens the score. And I'm just thinking if that butterfly confirmed from the dust just managed to work, I'd have just taken my headphones off and walked away. In case you can't tell, I got the biggest smile on my face right now. Okay, keep it professional. Gold burst? Okay, Steve is winning a lot of gambles with this spin. Steve is making things happen. A little hesitation, no hard knockdown. Ooh! Surely C-Drive will not be spending. First here, getting the lead. Little Ko, nice use of the slowdown. C-Drive. Tries to call out some poke with the big steppy. Doesn't happen, but no harm, no foul against the 6P. From downtown, must have stuck out a big hitbox there. Ooh. Finding the quick RC follow-up. Steve, spending meter. It's alright, Anji has big health, can get it back. Blocking it out, Steve. Great 5P check. Collecting the plus range to the run-up throw. No meter to work with C-Drive. Back to the wall. Again! Beaten by the reset. In pressure, Steve. 2-1. We'll C-Drive. Counter with over course. Maybe playing a bit more aggressive to deal with these resets. Maybe using a bit more throw to counter the gambles with spin. Big JD, big active hitbox. There's nothing wrong with that either. Trying to stop spin from coming out is also a viable option. Finding a bunch of counter hits. Steve finding some counter hits as well. 6P from downtown. Eva really likes these shimmies. I didn't get a kill. It's been scaled because of the butterfly. Trying to find a butterfly scale pun, but it's not coming to me. You'll have to excuse me. Excuse me? Oh, clever, clever. Using the active frames from close slash. Is that a call out or just lucky? I think he Steve's on set point. I think that's a 5P that got beat by the JD. He-Drive's starting to collect a bunch of damage. Goes under the 6P. Run up 6P of their own. Stinky Steve. Doesn't quite get a butterfly setup. This is C-Drive's last gasp. Ooh, that's a gasp and a half. C-Drive with a bunch of meter to work with. Not following up off of the throw. Steve getting too ambitious. I gotta spend that meter to deal with the high-low. Hesitated from the butterfly. Fearing the Ko. Stinky Steve. 3-1. Now we're gonna move on to second match. Losers side of the bracket. HeadChef, Emo Scooby-Doo. Get in the ring, fellas. Cue you up in just a second. That's a thing you have to think about with HeadChef brought up that if the Chaos uses that cursed 6P, you would steal bullets from another Chaos if it's a mirror, but you kind of have to think about that in regards to like mirror matches. I was browsing the Mizumi wiki the other day and looking at JoJo All-Star Battle, and I was looking at the Part 7 characters, because they have to... There's 3 corpse parts that come onto the field whenever that happens, and Part 7 characters want to collect the corpse parts. But there's only ever 3 at a time, so one person is going to collect all 3 and get super powerful. Someone else is going to be stuck with 0, or maybe be fighting for 1 or 2. And it's neat. It's neat when there are those sort of universal... unique resources, like Cody's knife in Street Fighter 4. Both characters have to fight over the knife. The only thing these two are going to be fighting for is high, low, and maybe some left-right. Bedman, a little more left-right oriented than Eno is. Eno has some left-rights to work with, but not quite as rewarding, I think. Taking corner pressure early. That's what Emo Scooby-Doo wants to do. But Emo Scooby-Doo wants to Emo Scooby-Doo. Sorry I missed it on the first round, but I followed up. Super wall break. HeadChef with about 20% of their life left. Still a decent chunk after the Bedman health buffs. Not gonna get a chance to reversal out. Emo Scooby-Doo is racking up a lot of perfects this evening. At least 3 I can think of. Pay attention to what's happening in neutral once we get a second here. Seeing a lot of shots fired. I believe those jump shots will be able to stop a potential stroke. I have to see. Opting to go for the install to get the follow-up ready. It's the big fireball. The big bomb. Install's gone now. The HeadChef is working with a ton of meters. Surely we'll be able to finish this. Yep. No drops this evening. 1 round apiece. Emo Scooby-Doo now. It finds an opportunity to fight away at HeadChef with that JS. The wicked button. Now creating space. Surely that was a misinput, but recovers in time. Part of why it's so plus. Downtown shot. Look at this pressure. HeadChef getting the overhead. Into the bomb. Into the 6H. Up 1. Taking another moment to get a big sippy. We're moving into match 2 with all due haste. Ooh, big start. Was under the 5P. Great move to check Eno's air movement, not so much for stroke. Just the reset pressure from Eno. Takes XP to catch air movement attempts. We'll see HeadChef through the wall. At this point in time, holding on to try and max out your burst. Not a bad idea. Another perfect from Emo Scooby-Doo, just racking them up. HeadChef's making great use of these minus frames from strokes. You seize the momentum. Eno's turn to have a good 5P for checking air movement. Ooh. This is a backdash. Has the corner. Getting a little scrambly, but the situation's normalizing. MLA? Close the distance. Back to the center of the screen. So Scooby-Doo finding advantage, driving HeadChef back. Hitting the splat. Finds the loop opportunity. Closes it out. 1-1. Any hesitation going round? No? Likes to drag out the tension. We're moving along into match 3. This first of 5. This best of 5. Need to go under the... Dancing in the air. Both these characters have very good 6Ps, remember. Edmund in particular has the sunroof with full burst. Really like those moments where HeadChef kind of hangs in the air. Makes you wonder if you should be throwing out a middle move like a 6P. Just convert with the Pain Explosion and gets the max charge bomb head. It does a grip of damage. Like over 100 points of damage. It is massive, and getting a full charged malfunction into that bomb head is devastating. Not getting any kind of looping wall shenanigans this time. Unsure if that was a choice or if because Deadman was off the ground. Stocking up on errors! Unable to punish the burst because of the range, but this is surely HeadChef's game now. Has the corner, has the resources, doesn't have to worry about burst. And what should he do? It's flipped! And gets through the wall. A dramatic closeout, HeadChef. Making good on the potential of that situation. 2-1 now, HeadChef's favor. Scooby-Doo. A lot of ground make up. things start. Scooby-Doo. Starting with 2S. It's a great little poke. Start option. HeadChef. I want to handle it. Instantly rewarded with positioning advantage. Not resource advantage, but definitely stocking up on errors. Let's call that material advantage, right? Yeah. Oh, out of the corner! This is a chance for Emo Scooby-Doo. Especially if they can drive HeadChef back. Back towards the middle of the screen. It's not looking like it's going to happen. I like that 2S to kind of low profile. There it is. There's an opportunity. HeadChef reversal? No. One overhead. Just a 6P, remember. Big anti-air tool you gotta be careful of. HeadChef on set point. Scooby-Doo taking the early lead, finding some pokes, a counter hit, hitting the backdash attempt. Not even bothering to try and set up the looping pressure. Get that hard knockdown. The resource advantage. At this point, you have to wonder if throwing is the best way to go. Don't let your opponent get a full stick of butter in terms of burst. That hit from so far away. So use to deflect to get a whiff punish on the task C. No note Oki. Now the note Oki comes. Again, just going in for the super, recognizing the situation can't be looped. Reversal from HeadChef, opts to deflect instead. Man, just throw off Eno's air movement. Waits a reversal of their own. Bending Precious Meter, used for defense. Capitalize on offense. Little OTG, 2-2. Scooby-Doo. This is shaping up into a lovely match, isn't it? Getting fast-paced. Tension building. Slowly fading into silence. Little round start intro. Let's rock. JH air to air. Not able to get the firm with the malfunction. It has the material advantage of the error. A big starter. The install is a huge advantage for HeadChef. Spending the gold burst to recoup some of that lost burst gauge quickly. Let's be Scooby-Doo's turn. Ooh. Not quite sure what happened there. Was a bit of an invuln from the blue RC, perhaps? Go under the chain explosion. Not all of it anyway. HeadChef up 1, comes out on top. On set point. Finds the cross-up attempt with a 6P, gets a little walk-up throw. Scooby-Doo. Firm off the MLA, but has the advantage. Positioning and damage. A knockdown. Will be getting some burst back. So that positive bonus. I don't think this will quite kill. Yep. Man, sturdy. You throw here. The longer you hold on, the more positive will benefit in that case. HeadChef spending quite wild assault early, has less resources to work with. Now we see the looping wall pressure. No, misjudged, out of there. Not able to do it a second time. Or got the burst, no punish. It does find a counter hit, driving HeadChef to the wall. MLA to go through. This is Emo Scooby-Doo's game to lose. It's gonna be over with a big super closeout, the air-to-air confirm. Emo Scooby-Doo with another perfect. I gotta go back and check the VOD. How many perfects was that? Well, well, well. Losers round 3 will not commence. We're gonna be going back to the winner side of the bracket, but Stinky Steve and Emo Scooby-Doo fighting their way to make the fated match happen. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Alright, we're seeing a Johnny here. Rain is a long-time Johnny believer. Fatcatteddy, part-time, suddenly swapped to full-time as of news made its way to me today. Let me help you out. There we go. Hang on, let me... Nobody had a chance to screen cap that. Ooh, shoot the J. The big 6P to start things off. Remember, Johnny has problems against 6Ps, in theory, so not a bad round start off. You may think it committal. You silly, silly Johnny players never change. Shoot the J to close it out. Repeated the first round. Got the movers. Drawing first blood. Able to punish the misfinder. Little footsies there in the most literal sense of the term. On the table. He goes under though. Will be getting a big wall splat. Now, I respect it. Not sure if the J will be shot at that range. Eddie with a big resource advantage. 100 meter to spend. Rain. Has a wild assault to deflect on deck. Is there a meter? I respect that. I like that decision. Dashing out of the way of the reversal. The card didn't go off. Boy, that's gonna be big. Oh! Rain. Weathering it. What could have been catastrophic. Take that first round. Take the first match. Right, alright. There they are, waiting in the wings. Teddy. Sticking with Johnny, we know Teddy has a lot of different characters to work with. Rain is going on record saying, not a big fan of the mirror match. But we may see things change in the future as things progress. Counter hit the wild assault, drive to the corner, card pop, overhead, meter confirmed. In the absence of card, Rain looking on top here. Big and Singa. Big and Singa. Vault's in. You got a challenge vault. Block it. Nice movement there. Finding big space. Even Johnny's movement can't deal with a big long-range poke like that. Hard on the table. Pop. Rain. Shooting the J. Teddy down to about less than 20%. Big hurdle to climb over, especially when you're down around. Nice use of the RC. Avoid the card. Rain. Finds that the gap between who's in the lead is closing with quality pace. Rain with meter. Teddy with burst. You know what? If you're down on resources, you may as well... The drop? Okay, catches the backdash. Maybe the gold burst. I said earlier, if you're down on resources, why not? Maybe that's why. It's gonna be Teddy's decision to mull over, though. Teddy's standing stock still. Continue to stand stock still. Surely a character change. What will it be? Slayer? Sin? Gold Lewis? Mr. Bad Guy? King Kai? Anji? I know Teddy's joked about Anji sometime in the past. Rain? I thought Rain would steal P1 side. Excuse me? Okay, this is not a character I knew Teddy had. I'm interested in this. I can't remember if it was Teddy or Crow that was talking about having an Anji pocket. 155 Asuka in the blue robes. So, listen, we don't know what Teddy's bringing to the table. Keep it down. Oh dear. Out of mana. This is looking dire. Alright. Teddy surely will rally and show us what they've got with Asuka. Scooped out of the backdash. Still has mana to work with, but not a whole lot. Can't even reversal. Oh no, it's over! Shoot the J unnecessarily? Clean sweep from Rain. No arcade mode. His levels, interesting. Alrighty. We're gonna be moving on to losers semis now. Yankee Steve and Emo Scooby-Doo fighting for the privilege to play against Teddy, who may or may not be using Asuka. Wants to play Potemkin? Yeah, it's over. But this guy, I'm gonna ban this guy. You're losing your sword. Alright, loser semis. We're moving along nicely. Excuse me. Finding the plus frames. That fan toss. We'll be getting a wall break with a super. This is not the best matchup for Eno in any sense of the word. It's one universally loathed. But Eno does have things to do in this matchup. G, not with the greatest defensive options in the world. And his good defensive options, like his 2P, can be low profile by stroke, so Anji has to play a bit more committal when it comes to defense. Eating the odds with that big super already. A counter super from Stinky Steve, rarity, that. That super is gonna put this around in Emo Scooby-Doo's pocket. Woo! Melee recovers quickly, thankfully. For Emo Scooby-Doo, unable to get punished. That Gold Burst will give Steve a lot of resources to work with, Manages to snipe the recovery of spin. Remember, that's one of Anji's big weaknesses. Long-range moves that can stuff spin on startup or catch the recovery. You know, it was a bold attempt, but... Ooh, that was so meaty, that close slash. 7 active frames that can go up to +6. Not quite! Then that into Seijam. No punish on the Ko. Gotta play aware, Ko. It's an opportunity for a punish. Fujin is so ubiquitous, it can catch you unawares. Remember, back when Fujin got changed all the way back in Season 1, Arxis devs said the idea was to make it the cornerstone of Anji's offense, and it really is. His big strength and his big weakness. It's a strong move, but calling it out can pay dividends. Sneaky Steve takes the first match. Fujin to start. Fujin is a great call-out for Ina's round start options, but it struggles when used against the likes of jumping and dives. Scooby-Doo! Caught by the counter. Going over. Excuse me. Oh, catches the throw. The big aerial approach. Not quite enough to kill. Anji is a big, healthy boy, remember. Stinky Steve refusing to use counter super defensively. Wants to use it as aggressively as possible as a mix-up option, and I respect it. That's the most fun way to do it. These air approaches from Steve aren't a little bit of a scrambly interaction there, I expect. I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. Good patience from Emo Scooby-Doo, not getting caught. And Steve uses it defensively. He does have meter. We will see BRC forward. HP does not catch fan toss, remember. It's caught, but able to survive. But by the overhead, though. The last time we saw a super under the butterfly pressure, got beaten by a close slash. Hating the burst. A little Ko to break the wall. Steve, big advantage here with the material advantage of positive, the resources, and the tools to turn the situation into a perfect finish. Scooby-Doo. FaZe gets back into the ring. Moving through this loser's semis with all new haste. Looks like Stinky Steve's to lose. Emo Scooby-Doo. Caught by the Ko. Ready with a gold burst. It's looking to be a big advantage. Nagiha. No butterfly situation here, just going for the wall break. Scooby-Doo down in health, has a little bit of burst to work with. Flips. The close slash, it's very active, 7 frames. Scooby-Doo finding a jump there. That's one of Anji's big weaknesses. Fujin does not have the greatest anti-air. Pox. Super wall break. Look how much damage Scooby-Doo did off of one counter hit. He'll take a stride for you. That's why I think this matchup not entirely weighted in Anji's favor. Going to the next round. Steve, another perfect Ryumo Scooby-Doo. I gotta go back and count him. Steve has burst, Scooby-Doo hits it almost immediately. It's P to call out the air approach from Sneaky Steve. Remember, Anji's air options are a little funky. It's very difficult for him to attack directly. No disjoints outside of JD, which is a stalling tool. It's starting to turn in Sneaky Steve's favor. Super to work with. Surely you saw this coming. Why do you have to close it out? That's the overhead. Sneaky Steve. 3-2-0. Up and over, Emo Scooby-Doo. We'll be going on to face Eddie in Losers Finals. Eddie has chosen Potemkin. Now, if you know what I say about this matchup, it is that it's not a great one for Anji. It's never been a great one for Anji. But things have gotten a little bit easier for him as of the last patch. Like the lack of IAD in that air approach. As said earlier, Potemkin has very good anti-air tools in his normals, and Anji has very few disjoints. If you're paying attention to the context clues, you'd know that I called Teddy playing Potemkin this whole bracket. The shimmy, not able to close it out, but able to close slash to catch the backdash. As mentioned before, Anji's close slash, 7 frames, Potemkin's backdash, 6 frames. Normally, a very good escape tool, Anji's close slash is uniquely suited to catching the heavyweight backdashes, though. It's Stinky Steve a dub. Spin through the slide head. Getting a little ambitious with these Fujin follow-ups, though. You may see it come back to bite him. Stinky Steve. But he finds an opportunity to put things in mid-range. That's what Potemkin wants to be. Steve has a meter to work with, turning that offense into a frame trap. Falling out. Grab attempt. Counter super. Chol Hugets. Leave up 1. Will Teddy remain on Potemkin, or is this just a novelty that we've seen? Remaining on Potemkin. The bold strategy, let's see if it pays off. A sweep. In terms of range, Anji gets outplayed. Interesting 5K. In terms of range, it's definitely Potemkin's game. That hop is very bold. Potemkin is aware of it. You will get scooped. Steve is Handling pretty well around the grappler RPS. JD is very disjointed though, so that 5P not quite working out for Stinky Steve. Not quite getting it confirmed with that 2H launch from the what call out. Teddy has no patience for shenanigans. Low slash. Wild Assault to a nice little follow-up there. Excuse me. We're moving into round 3! Already armoring through. Unless you just not have any options to contest a round start buster. He has to be careful of that positioning. It's a wake-up buster, though. Find the range to deal with it. Ooh, okay. Okay, Steve is calling out these fan tosses. Maybe it'll close things out. So he spends the meter. Teddy has a round under the belt. To take another quickly. Now, considering what kind of punishes Potemkin can get, have to look out for... You did it? Look out for these mid-range games. And he sees that Stinky Steve has a meter. Playing very patiently. Wait! Stinky Steve gets the backdash. Really like the capitalization on these 2 S's and close S's with the meter. Not able to combo anymore, but getting the Oki set up. Steve at 1 to Teddy's 2 finds themselves in peril. In peril. Teddy. Easy street for now. Very interesting round start RPS there, calling out any kind of attempt to fight a Fujin. Just goes for sweep again. Go under the heat tackle. I was about to say Stinky Steve has so much meter to work with, but Teddy boldly finds the scoop with Hot Buster. A little over 50% of Stinky Steve's health gone. Really like these shimmies that Steve is going for. Nice Ko. Not able to close it out. Had the meter, just didn't get the situation. That's going to lead to Spent Burst. That is Stinky Steve's round. Overlooking the meter situation. They have some dire repercussions. Catching the backdash with 2S. And Big J has to call out a fan toss. Finds a positioning advantage. Finds the opportunity to slide ahead a backdash. Get in with... He just jumped over it. H -8 on block from Anji, but finds a good position. Not worried too much about what Potemkin's got to offer afterwards. Steve with more resources to work with. Oh, you can't JD your way out of that Ko. That's dicey, remember? If Teddy is charging a hammer fall when Steve spins through slide head. You can see some real RPS happen after that. This goes over. Steve bringing the burst out of Teddy nice and early. With recognition, remember, Hammerfall is no longer -7 on block. So you can get a bigger punish than you could in the past. Oh my gosh, Poor went out for that drop Potemkin Buster input there. Teddy taking one down. Sneaky Steve evening the odds. He wanted that Hot Buster so bad. Okay, Teddy's standing still. We're seeing a character swap. It's Slayer. Oh no, Teddy put the word mauling in chat. The Columbo has showed up. Get the plus frames with the Master's Hammer. Cross up with the Master's Hammer. I think he's seeing an opportunity to scoop. And in the corner. You know what? You take it when it works. The butterfly whip with the RC gave Steve the opportunity. Bending burst, you know, I wouldn't want to worry about Slayer either, but a big 6P, I think that was Pile Bunker. I'm surprised that worked. It's very disjointed. Steve on set point. He has a bite on deck. Serial advantage. That's a grip of damage. Fucked up. Double Luigi situation here. And a fan toss. Ooh, that's big. You gotta spend that burst. Ooh. Okay, playing patient, getting the right call on the follow-up. The gold burst. Even a bunch more resources to work with. It's not gonna help you against that 2H. Stressingly close match here. Cross up. Pulling out an attempt to fight back. The behind the back Super Mappa Hunch. Teddy, 3-2 in a hotly contested losers finals. It's time, Rain. Step up to the plate. Teddy surely will not be surrendering player one side. This is grand finals. Will we be seeing character swaps or Game 5 slipper? What's good, BT? Thanks for coming through this evening. Yeah, it is absolutely diabolical. Imagine suffering through the Potemkin matchup for 4 matches. Alright, no character swap here. Bit of a surprise, because Eddie said earlier they're a full-time Johnny now. All roads lead to Teddy Grand Finals. Rain is a practice partner and friend of mine. We reach out, we talk over how to deal with certain things, and Rain is not pleased at the prospect of fighting Slayer, especially not Teddy Slayer. Listen, Teddy can't get perfected now, because that's Emo Scooby-Doo's thing this bracket. Catching the backdash. There's a meter. Teddy with meter. YRC, not a bad option to fight their way out. Oh, that super Mappa Hunch is no longer a reversal. Ooh, catches the backdash. Rain very nicely picks up a round. Ooh, nice scoop. There we go. That's how you fight against Master's Hammer. Great job seeing through the trick. It's a whip punish on 2H. Rain starting off quite well for himself in his first match. Grand Finals. One moment, please. I should probably put... There we go. A little clarification on the board there. Rain up 1. Teddy. Gotta be careful of this newly strengthened play coming from Rain. Like I said earlier, has been anxious regarding dealing with Master's Hammer, but with that scoop, you know, confidence restored, humanity regained. Going right back into it. Teddy's not swapping off Slayer. If he figures their best bet is to not go into the mirror match. Theme song power-up, we'll have to see. I do remember Teddy playing Sin on occasion. Hard in the corner. And Senga, overhead, RC. Teddy down to about half life. Ooh. Let's backdash out of the far slash pressure. Ooh. Listen, I'm on commentary right now, or I would commiserate with you, Steve. I understand completely. Dumping meter on the Mappa Hunch. Ooh, that was devious. This guy's slimy. Getting an unexpected cross-up from downtown. Counter hit, making sure the little bit of meter drain from the Wild Assault turns into the biggest combo possible. Rain. Has Teddy on the ropes. Big far slash counter hit. Rain, about half their first gauge. Teddy's is full. Rain. Being worked though. Teddy is in the forced to spend there or you will die. Cards on the table though. Pushed out. But like I said earlier, positioning is key for Johnny. Nice block on the overhead. Nice block on the low. Nice block on the overhead. Nice block on the overhead. Nice block on the low. The tension's so high, I can barely focus outside of this, looking at what Rain is doing. Okay, the card's popping. Rain is finding themselves in a more favorable situation. Jay's been shot back at a grip. We all know Teddy likes Hand of Doom, opting not to go for it. Oh! The Pile Bunker punish, not enough chip! Oh man, I was gasping for air there, trying to figure out what happened. 2-0. Rain looking to make a clean sweep. I wonder if that was supposed to be... It's possible it could have been trying to catch backdash. It might have been just a same side pile bunker. Big sweep to start things off. Teddy finding the counter hit. Rain bursting early. Not unexpected. Teddy returns the favor. 2H. Ooh! Teddy saving that meter. Rainy day is coming. Whew. What a trade. Nice block on the overhead. What's up with the little sweep? Remember, even though the overhead follow-up from Dandy Step guard crushes, it's still -2. Goes over. I like that. It only tends to... its late only really anti-airs at longer distances, so air dashing closer seems to be an answer. Rain has come up with. Ooh, this is spooky. Nice goop again. He's been worried about that. There's just to get the closeout. Good card, eh? Rain on tournament point here this evening. It's the early Wild Assault confirm. Teddy finds a cross-up. Finds another cross-up. Fight. You see the stall with the air Mistfinder. Managing to wait out the universe. It's the way to beat the Dandy Step forward is to fight against it. You'll beat the overhead and the low, you'll get frame trapped by Pile Bunker, and you'll recover in time to throw the Stomp. So it's a spooky thing to do, but it will work if you do it correctly. Rain with a bunch of meter to work with. That's it! If the wall breaks, it does! Rain, 3-0, has conquered the demon. Rain didn't beat you. Teddy beat themselves. No, Rain's been feeling some kind of way after the past couple of run-ins with Teddy in bracket, but manages to beat the bracket demon. Clean. You'd love to see it. It's probably that Rain had a whole bunch of meter. I don't know if FD was happening there. We'll have to see. We'll have to check the tapes. I'll get the VOD uploaded at some reasonable point this week. If I recall correctly, I accidentally left it on private until Sunday with last week's. In any case, we appreciate everybody coming through. All the gamers appreciate all the other gamers coming through to play against. I appreciate you coming through to my stream. And it's a privilege and a pleasure to run this bracket for y'all every week. I have a couple things in mind regarding a potential April Fool's bracket. Probably spring that on you at some point. But in the meantime, GER, Guilty Ear, is going to be doing a 2 vs 2 bracket next week, and I'm looking for a partner, so if any gamers out there want to team up, hit me up, and if not, I'll be reaching out to a few other people at this point in time. That said, thank you for coming in. WeebCup 191 has been defeated. Go ahead and put your scores in, and I will find someone to send you along to. What have we got? Ooh, it's Bracket About Nothing is running. They're doing their beginner tournaments, so I'm gonna send you over to them, I think. Let me send you on over to Bracket About Nothing. I always try to put some extra eyes on their beginner brackets. HeadChef's has some involvement with Bracketing About Nothing, so there's a little bit of crossover, cross-pollination there. Alright, we're going to be going now. Y'all have a good rest of your evening, and take care.